What's going on? You listen to King Cam with Ujumbe podcast, and Ujumbe means message. Yeah, spring reading. We're going to get right into it. Now, we're going to spring into new adventures with books, and we're going to talk about the importance of reading. Yeah, it's about that time. So, we're going to talk about the importance of reading and some new books, right? Now, somebody asked the question, what is a recommended book list for the spring? Shout out to Soulful Synergy. They asked about um, what can we read this spring? Because I know that there's the Queen of the South and Black History Month is coming up. So what can we do, right? And so we're going to discuss the importance of reading new books this spring and my top five. Yes, my suggested reading for anybody that's interested in African history, they just now getting into it, or they need a refresher. Right? Shout out to brother Gales. I asked him what was his top five. He flipped it and said, okay, King Cam, what's your top five? Well, okay, let's get in on it, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Now, so remember, spring is more than just a change in the seasons, right? And so it's a time of renewal, growth, and fresh beginnings. Now, as the days grow longer, and I'm about to shed this hoodie off because it's about to get warmer, I think, because we're in Texas. I don't know how it goes. All right. So, what a better way to harness that time and energy than to getting into new books, getting new ideas. It don't matter what kind of book, though. Even though this is an African history page, I don't care what it is, as long as you're reading something, right? So books have the power to transform the way we think, inspire creativity, and nurture our personal growth. This spring, I want us to embrace the opportunity to explore new perspectives. Right? Let's go. So here's three reasons. Okay. First one is a season of renewal. Second one, a season of nurturing creativity and imagination. Third, a season for strengthening mental and emotional well-being. Okay, we have so the importance, first of all, is a season of renewal. Second, season of nurturing creativity and imagination. Third, a season of strengthening mental and emotional well-being. Let's get it. Season of renewal. Okay, spring is often considered a time of renewal and growth as the natural world awakens from the dormancy of winter. That's the northern hemisphere because it's mind-boggling right now. As cold as it is up here in South Africa, they're wearing their shorts and they coming out sleeveless. Okay, it's summertime in South Africa, right? So the blooming flowers, longer days, and warmer temperatures invite us to embrace change and rejuvenation. Reading new books during this time not only aligns with the seasonal rhythm, it also provides a metaphorical fresh start, right? And also, when we read new books, we expose ourselves to voices, genres, and topics we may not have encountered before. Sometimes we get stuck in our own world. So sometimes it's good to look out and see other points of view. That's education. I tell my students all the time, 80% of the knowledge you get is outside the classroom. You know, these people they're talking about, they didn't teach us that at school. Bro, we don't teach you everything in school. You know? So think about it. So so this broadens our horizons and challenges us to think beyond our established viewpoints. So just as spring encourages plants to reach for the sun, reading can encourage us to reach our intellectual and emotional boundaries. Okay. Another one is spring is also the reason for goal setting and new beginnings. Yeah, many people use this time to establish routines or habits that promote personal development. Shout out to the people that's doing their vision boards, their planners. It's good to make a plan. It's good to start out with a goal in mind. Know what you're about to do. Know where you're going to go. But also, there should be steps in place to get you there. All right. Next one. So, first one is a season of renewal. This one is a season for nurturing creativity and imagination. Okay. New books, whether fiction or nonfiction. I told you, I don't care what it is, right? It could be science fiction, I love that. Or it could be a history book. I love that too. So new books, whether fiction or nonfiction, have the unique ability to ignite creativity and imagination. All right. So fictional stories transport readers to worlds. I got to get to it. I got to, So fictional books transport readers to worlds that are richly imagined, populated with compelling characters and intricate plots. See, these journeys can inspire readers to think more creatively in their own lives, sparking new ideas and approaches to problem solving, thinking outside the box. Some people, you hear that all the time. People think outside the box, but they don't know how. Fictional books can, take you into that place, put you into that mode. Okay. So that's fiction, right? Nonfiction books, on the other hand, can serve as wellspring of knowledge and inspiration. Okay. So we got biographies, history books, even math books. There are some math magicians out there. I said it, math magicians out there that'll really go in on a trigonometry book. Shout out to Prince Cam. He's out there at Langston University. He is what I call a math magician. He can carry the one. I just watched the show. You got me, right? So nonfiction books that deal with facts and information can do that for you, right? Books on topics like art, design, technology can expose readers to cutting edge trends and practices, encouraging them to experiment and innovate in their own pursuits. Get this, if a doctor is using 20 or 30-year-old methods trying to heal people, that's a problem. There's always room for improvement, right? So spring's association with renewal makes it an ideal time to rekindle a sense of curiosity. Okay, so season of renewal, season of nurturing creativity and imagination. Third one, season to strengthen mental and emotional well-being. Yeah. Okay. The last few years have been something, y'all. Since that situation that happened in 2020, everybody's in a bad headspace. Okay. Sometimes we gotta slow down and read and chill out. Okay, it's okay. So the benefits of reading for mental and emotional health are well documented. Reading has been shown to reduce stress, improve focus, and even combat symptoms of depression. All right. So engaging with new books during spring can amplify these benefits as the season uplifting energies provide the perfect backdrop for rejuvenating the mind. New books, in particular, offer an element of surprise and discovery, which are especially stimulating for the brain. Okay, fictional narratives provide a form of escapism, allowing readers to step away from the pressures of everyday life and immerse themselves in a different world. Told you, And the thing is, we gotta get past it. I'm about to talk about that in a second, but hold on. Here it is. We as a people need to get into Afrofuturism. Shout out to the fam that's making comic books and Afrofuturism. I love that. We need to see ourselves as the hero and the villain of our stories. We got to do it, right? And so, like Earth, Wind, and Fire said, take it to the sky, right? So we got to see ourselves in a world that we make or destroy, So I love the concepts of Afrofuturism. I love that, teaching people to go beyond, say, a zip code. Now you're in the stratosphere. Now you're on star maps. Now you're engaging in galaxies, or you're creating universes and things like that, or your own culture. Think about it. Yeah, everyone, if I said take it to the side, they said, what song is that? People think it's this song, Take Your Head to the Sky. Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I love that group. But no, it's not on that album. Okay? Take Your Head to the Sky is on this album, but is on the Faces album. Okay, that song "Take It to the Sky," you need to check it out. That's real good. That was a gem that snuck up on me. Right, so I love music. Check it out. Right, so I got an important question before we continue. I had an important question on a previous live. I got a very important question to ask you guys, and I want you to answer it. All right, pancakes or waffles? Very important. I need to know. And let me know in the comments. But you can't have both. If you're at the restaurant and you have to choose, okay? Don't be like Baba Yakia and Sister Linda. They saying they like both. No, you gotta pick one. If you pick one, which one would it be? Let me know in the comments. That's a very important question. Very important. All the scholars need to know. Pancakes or waffles. All right. Now, also, last week I asked a question in the poll. According to the recent video, which group had a cosmic connection with Sirius? Right? It was the Bamoon people, Dogon people, Yoruba, and Kosa. Right? Somebody picked Yoruba. Somebody was not paying attention in class. Bro, the answer is Dogon. For those who got it right, you paid attention. That's good. You got an A for the day. All right. So we may do another one. But back to this. We got to ask the question. Pancakes or waffles? Let me know in the comments. All right. Let's go. Now, let's go back to it. Season of strengthening mental and emotional well-being. Spring is also a time when many people feel more optimistic and motivated to engage in self-care. Very important, y'all. Very important. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of our hearts and our minds. And we got to do that, y'all. Reading can be an integral part of this process, serving as a tool for introspection and emotional growth. And so I can't stress that enough, right? So it helps readers to see their own lives and challenges in new light. Okay, this can lead to greater self-awareness and a deeper sense of connection with others, both of which are crucial for emotional well-being. So reading new books this spring is a powerful way to align with the season's themes of renewal and growth, from nurturing creativity to mental well-being, to using your imagination, right? So I think you guys should check out a couple new books, right? So my top 5, here it is. My top 5 for this spring. Okay, this is my top 5 list. My strong suggestion. Let me get this screen together. My strong suggestion for the spring. Now, King Tutankhamun and His Friends. This is like one of my foundational books, y'all. This book. My parents gave me this book, okay, and I still have it, okay. And as you can see, this is an easy read for children, okay, between the ages, say, of 5 years old all the way to 12. That is really good. It got great illustrations. If you can see it, great illustrations. I love that. And it's a good book. It talks about his family, talks about Akhenaten, talks about his mother, his grandmother, Queen Taiyi. And so this is great. So that's one. Next one, Stolen Legacy. Okay, Stolen Legacy. For my young adults, for people who are about to get into it, this book, we did do a summer series on Stolen Legacy. Check it out. This is very good. It talks about how the Greco-Roman world borrowed a lot of information from Kemet and brought it back and assumed it as their own, by George G.M. James. All right, very good. Next one. Yeah, The Destruction of Black Civilization. Shout out to Miss Matthews at Paul Quinn College. She, many years ago, she was very concerned about my college career. So she introduced me to this book among many others. I have a few others from the school. Here's another one. Just gonna slide this one in here. Yeah. So little old Paul Quinn College. Yeah, we got down like that. So very good. Destruction of Black civilization. Chancellor Williams, he pulls no punches. He said the Europeans were wrong and the Eastern world was wrong too. But then he also goes into how can we go, what do we do from here? So the thing is, a lot of people, they would bring out a lot of problems, but no solutions. I liked it. Chancellor Williams was very solution oriented, and check it out. Next one, you know it. Yeah, The Black Man of the Nile and His Family by Dr. Ben. This book I would read at least a couple times over the years, a couple times a year. It is more like a workbook. It's not where you read cover to cover and you're done with it. You go back to it. It's a good reference, very foundational for my advanced Ujumbe people who, the alumni, you should have this. You should have it by now, all right? And the link is in the description. I'll put that in there. All right, but very foundational. And he told us the Kemetic culture came from the South, and he proved it in this book. All right, check it. Let me see. Here it is. Now, this was a sleeper, okay? Ancient Records of Egypt, Volume 1. The reason why I like this book, because these are this is referring to primary sources and court cases in Egypt. We're not talking about speculative stuff. We're talking about deeds. We talk about wills. Even I found out that there was a temple of Aset next to the pyramids. They wrote that. They wrote about it. All right. So I have some others. As you can see, got quite a few books, but that's my top 5 as far as the spring. Check it out. Get one or get all of them, but this is a journey. You see what I'm saying? It's not a sprint. This is a marathon where you learn something new all the time, every day. I learn new things from you guys too. So it's a lot of fun. All right. So, and here's a bonus. This book, The Richest Man in Babylon, is a book that I would introduce to my economics class. Yes, I do teach high school. And when I was teaching economics, this was the book that I would introduce my students to. It discussed saving and investing. I can't tell grown folk nothing, but it is good. It's in a fictional form, but it has some truth to it. Like a fool would pay everybody else and not themselves. Or 10% of what you have is yours to keep. It teaches you saving money, okay? Because sometimes we will burn through money and then look up and like, where did it go, right? Check it out. It's by George S. Clason. It is a classic. Now, recap. We just discussed the importance of reading new books and my top 5 for the spring and a bonus, right? Now, let's get ready. Coming up, we have a special topic, Black History Month. Let me know in the comments what you want me to discuss. We are going to go live January 31st. We're going to discuss why Black history in the 21st century need to be studied. We go back to 1865 on up, but the last 25 years, we've been making moves. All right. So let's get it. Now, shout out to Brother Elliot. I just got invited to a brunch, I said, okay, Brothers Books Brunch. Join us for men's only. He said men's only book club brunch. I have not been invited to a book club or a much less a brunch together. So this is gonna be new. I don't know what how to act, because I'm country as corn. So shout out to Brother Elliot. He invited me, so we're gonna make this happen. But I'm excited about it. Brothers are coming out, sharing their knowledge and sharing what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. So shout out to him. All right, coming up, of course, Queens of the South, Ladies of the North and South. We're gonna get into that. And the book we're gonna get into is the first female pharaoh, Sebek-Neferu, the goddess of the 7 stars. Yeah, there were kings of Egypt, but there was also queens in their own right. The link is in the description. All right. So we just talked about the importance of reading. This is King Cam and Ujumbe podcast. and I will talk to you later.